In the previous video, you learned how to write a thesis statement, a sentence that expresses your argument over a certain issue. Today, you will learn to develop your thesis statement into a paragraph. Hello guys, it's Teacher Adam again. Welcome to English class. Writing an academic paper is a task that you will experience a lot as you get promoted to higher grade levels in high school. Moreover, when you get to college, writing papers will be your life. So to help you write an effective paper, the first paragraph at least, here's a video that talks about a thesis paragraph. Traditionally, a thesis paragraph is the first paragraph of an essay or a research paper. It contains the information that introduces the reader to the purpose of the paper or the reason why it was written. It should express the author's goal in writing the body of the paper. To know and to establish the purpose of your paper, there are two questions that may help you. First, why did you choose the topic? Second, what do you want to find out about it? Once you get to answer these questions, you will have a clear direction on how to write the entire essay or research paper. There are three more important things that you need to know about a thesis paragraph apart from its definition. These are its functions, its benefits, and its features. Let's talk about these three one by one. What are the functions of a thesis paragraph? The thesis paragraph should house the thesis statement. This means that it should clearly define the argument expressed in the paper. It should always introduce the reader to the purpose of the text. How does it benefit the readers and the writers? It benefits the readers in different ways. It helps the readers understand what idea will be expressed within the discussion of a text. This will avoid confusion. This is because the thesis paragraph serves as the writer's guide. It helps the writer stay focused and on track of the topic when composing the body of the text. What are its features? First, it should contain some introduction to set a transition to the thesis statement. Second, it can be anywhere from one sentence long to several paragraphs depending on what argument the body of work centers on. And third, it should never confuse the reader or let the reader wonder about the purpose of a work. Be careful of the common misconceptions about a thesis paragraph. Knowing them means being able to avoid them, so here they are. The first misconception is, a thesis paragraph is always one paragraph long. Remember that it can extend from a few sentences to several pages depending on what the body of the work addresses. As long as the thesis paragraph clearly defines the purpose of the text, length is not really an important factor. The second misconception is, a thesis paragraph is always the introduction of the paper. Often, the thesis paragraph will follow an introduction of the research paper. But that doesn't mean it will always be the first paragraph to appear. And last, the third misconception is, a thesis paragraph contains the conclusion of the research paper. It only contains a concluding statement regarding the information that were introduced in it. This concluding statement could be further explained in the main conclusion of the paper. To help you understand a thesis paragraph better, here is an example that you may study. The topic is the importance of family time to children. The thesis statement is, spending time with the family boosts children's self-confidence and cultivates their communication even with the extended family. To give you a picture of the whole essay, here is its outline. Now, considering all the details shown, here is the thesis paragraph. Observe the specific parts. We live in a hectic world where families could hardly find time to commune with each other, or worse, they are just not aware of the ways on how to do it. As a result, some children would prefer to go out with and share problems to their friends rather than their families. This paper aims to introduce the importance of having a quality family time to children and particular ways to achieve it, like the traditional family vacation and visitation in the extended family. Through these, children would develop a greater level of self-confidence and would cultivate their relationship to their family members and relatives. Notice that the first paragraph shows the introduction to the topic and the author's purpose of writing the text. The second paragraph, on the other hand, shows the arguments proving the author's stand and the concluding statement. Now that you already know what a thesis paragraph is and how to write one, it's time for you to do homework number 30. Directions. Log into your Schoology account. In your homework folder, locate the file to know the complete instructions. For questions, send me a message. Don't forget to submit your work before the deadline. Just to give you an idea, you have to choose one of the 5 writing prompts presented in the paper. Then, write a thesis paragraph about it. Before this video ends, let's have a quick reflection. Here is a Bible verse related to our lesson for today. Galatians 5:1. For freedom, Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. In writing a thesis paragraph, a writer must stand firm on the position he or she chose to prove. In connection with this, if there's something we have to stand firm in our lives, it should be the truth about our salvation. It is Christ who saved us from our sins by giving up his own life. This sacrifice sets us free. Therefore, we should not act as if we are still slaves to sins. Rather, we should show how God changed us and gave us the chance to live a life pleasing to his sight. Praise be to God. It's now time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for reaching this part. For questions and clarifications, send me a message or ask them to me in our live class. You may also book a consultation schedule. I really hope that you learned something from today's video. See you on the next one. Stay safe and God bless.